Welcome back. We're looking at all sides to this war in Ukraine. Our technology correspondent, Victor Matthias, who's been with us all week, also monitoring along with us, has been looking at how technology has either helped or hindered the war in Ukraine. Victor, take it away.
Oh, hello, Amarachi. Thank you so much. I didn't hear you earlier on, but thank you for joining me on this part of the show. Of course, it's been a lot of revelations that have been going on here since this conversation. That's the live chat on Zoom started, which is live streaming right on Facebook. But at the moment, I would take a break from the conversations with those out there, those in neighboring countries, from Ukraine, and take a look at how technology has played a role in all of this. And joining me to talk about this, I have with me Mercy George Igbape. She joins us via Zoom as well from Lagos. Mercy, it's a pleasure to have you on the program today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course, you're welcome. So let's just kickstart the conversation with how you think technology has played a role in all of this.
First, guys, I want you to stay safe. I want you to just keep your head down. It's a very trying situation, and it can be very discombobulating. First, I want to say, I asked one of Lentis Halomon, I said, how do you think technology has played? And I didn't think about the other bad side of it. It was good because now the president of Ukraine is now a war hero. How he is led through this process, leveraging technology, leveraging social media to communicate his message, talking directly to Russians, talking directly to the president, constantly updating us. So social media has been very critical to bringing awareness. I know maybe Moses can educate me on this, Autumn or Angela can educate. I know that they were cut off from Ukraine as a result of the bombing, and somebody tweeted at Elon Musk, can you divert internet to Ukraine so we can have opportunity to engage with the world? And Elon Musk said, okay, within 24 hours. That was done. That's the power of social media. It's now a flat line. The world is flat in the eyes of everybody. All you need to do is just use your mobile phone and communicate and update to know what is happening. So social media has played a very critical role to doing that. Now, the other side of things, the flip side of social media and automation is the way sanctions have happened in such a swift approach to the Russians, especially you heard today, Google, Amazon, Facebook, all the tech giants have suspended a lot of Russian content being circulated on social media. That's the power of automation. All he needs to do is just a click, and that's it. You're being disabled. You cannot communicate. And you see what happened to us in Nigeria with the case of Twitter. So this is the power of digital transformation. It's good and it's bad. So you can see how a bank can just say your account is frozen by just a singular action of just putting a restriction on transaction. And I understand from chatters on the street on Twitter, the street of Twitter, that a lot of Russians did not even know that there was war, to be honest. Only for them to realize they can't do banking transactions, they can't go into the bank because their account has been frozen. So that's the power of technology. It's good because it's brought awareness to what is happening in Ukraine, giving us real-time information that the girl that came out of Ukraine, how she journeyed, how she walked for 12 hours for somewhere that would have taken her just 1 hour. So that's the power of technology. So it's either good, it's both good ways and bad ways. So when the government shut Ukrainians from communicating online, Elon Musk made it available. So the world is very flat. We just don't know how flat it is. Anybody can communicate and do whatever they want to do, just using the click of social media. But honestly, this is part of the reality. We're on Zoom. We're talking to people there and sharing expressing their thoughts and expressing their opinion, leveraging technology such as Zoom. We're streaming on Facebook. That's the power of digital transformation in real sense.
All right. So, yeah, indeed, indeed. So I mean, we've also seen that another postings of geographically precise images, of Russia's military forces, and even several news agencies are also regularly monitoring and reporting on the situation. This is technology at its best, isn't it? I mean, how better could we have done this without technology?
I mean, I can picture previous wars that a lot of things were not previewed or nobody could see them. It's just one person reporting. You see that how that would have frustrated the process of UN immediately taking action and saying there's restriction, or the United Nations now saying it's a must that Russia must cease fire, or the president of US reacting. People going out of country from Europe, migrating back to Ukraine to say they need to fight. And that's what Lento would always talk about. It's important that we scale up as Africans and skill ourselves to be relevant with today's time, leveraging digital technology. There are no two ways to doing this. It's so imperative. It's impossible not to communicate or use technology at this time. So if you're not really going with the time, I'm not sure which word to use to qualify. It's important to scale up, understand the use of technology. There's artificial intelligence. There's all the features that makes technology enabling for. Yeah.
Sorry to butting. I mean, so as it is now, with all of the social media, the technology, there seems to be the proliferation of information from, every angle. So there's a lot of information out there to sift through. How sure are we, this would not be manipulated as it's been passed on? Fake news now, so to speak. How do we watch out for fake news?
Okay, so I often teach people a very quick art. Yeah, as you know, Google houses 95% of the world's content today. But for you to know which one is authentic, click on the image, verify on the writer, make sure that you take a look at the profile. Who is writing? What is driving that? Are they using this because there's proliferation of information, especially scammers? There's a lot of GoFundMe that is out there. Which one is authentic? I remember when I wanted to share the content on Ukraine, I saw some guy post about the president's speech. I went straight on Twitter. I wanted to find out where the source is. It just takes an extra effort, an extra care to go that mile to be able to learn which one is the authentic information that I should use, and I should verify where is the source from. It's not everything online that you're going to take hook, line, and sinker, because there are a lot of people that are just using situation to exploit and to manipulate people. And look at the case with Britain Analytical with Facebook, how they were able to use the algorithm to target certain people and kept feeding them information that applies to them. So it's important, verify your source. Go to the root cause and extra research. Check the person posting the information.
So quickly before I let you go, I mean, Ukraine is home to a lot of startups. How is this going to have how is this going to have an effect on these startups? And you have globally, acclaimed startups like Grammarly, a couple of the one who make the I can't remember right now the startup that makes PDF. And so there are a lot of them in Ukraine. How is this going to be of effect to them? Quickly as we wind down.
It is going to greatly impact them. But one thing that I've seen with the president of Ukraine is his will and his leadership style and how he's influencing people. One thing that is clear is that their spirit is going to be unbroken, because a lot of people are saying, I'm not going to leave. You can hear Osarimi saying that, I don't want to come back to a country that is not safe. I don't want to come back. So the truth of the matter is, one thing the president of Ukraine has done is share hope. Nothing that is broken that cannot be repaired. Okay? It's going to impact them right now, currently, but it would not stop them, because remember, everybody doing their business today is in the cloud. So it's just a click in a button, changing your location, and you start to do operation. Even Lento, as small as we are, everything is in the cloud.
All right, I'll just say thank you to you, Mercy George Igbakwe, for joining us on the show, on the program, and sharing your thoughts with us. Of course, it's live channels, televisions, Zoom chats coming to you from the digital office, of course, of Channels Television and the global headquarters. But thank you again for joining us on the show. From now, you can continue watching. It's streaming live on our Facebook platform. You can join us. You can drop your comments and also be a part of the conversation. But that's all from this part of the studio. Of course, it's back to Amarachi and Millicent in the main studio in Lagos. Amarachi.